Hello, today we have a very exciting package because it's kind of like I've come full circle, you know. Let me just get this open. You see, I reached out to, I might as well just say this. Basically, when I first, before I got into Balisongs, I got a Kartifact by Switchcraft. It used to be called Mall Metal. So if you ever see me mention anything that says Mall Metal in previous videos, as you can see here, it says Mall Metal. There's like this little battery here and a bunch of different bits and bobs here. And it came in this whole thing. A bunch of other accessories, which I will go into. But right now, Switchcraft has announced the Kartifact PRO. There are 2 videos on their YouTube channel, which I will link. And it comes with this nice little booklet. This is a pretty well made booklet right now. So here, I'll hold out pages so that you can pause and read this as you wish to. There is actually like, so the 2 videos, there's one of them is about assembly. It's under 3 minutes, and the other one is about doing tricks. Man, so Switchcraft has like a very intriguing energy. So if you can see from this comic, kind of the energy about it. I will probably be referring to this. Unless I like fuck up really badly, I think I can get the unboxing, first impressions, all that done right away. Box, everything comes in this little pouch. Let's see. This is a very nice product. Oh, also, I want to make it clear that I reached out to Switchcraft and asked if they would be interested in sending me this to review, and they're like, yeah, sure, because someone else, I have a very short Kartifact V1 video, and someone else is like, I've been trying to find information on this, and this is the only video I found. And so I told them, I'm like, this is, other people have heard about you through me from the Balisong community. So let's go ahead and get this poured out. There's some metal components in here too. I guess some differences I've noticed between the V1 and the Pro is that this ring, now there's like a metal ring that like seems to rotate within. There are different attachments. The V1, you can get a big bundle, and so since I have a V1, I already have a lot of the parts. And so here we have the blade. There's also like a bunch of different versions. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to pull it up because there's just a bunch of things worth looking at real quick. Let's hope that this is not going to do that gross recursion thing. Is it this one? Nope. Is it this one? Here we go. Don't look at my emails. Here we have the Kartifact Pro. I'll actually go back real quick. Yeah, there's a lot going on here. It is 3D printed, and we'll show you real quick what the configurator looks like. So you can get armor plates, which are these attachable things. The full party pack, which I guess there's not an image of. It might be below. Oh, the full party pack would be like this whole thing right here with this pouch. So let's just look at base only. You can spin this around. This is a really nice thing. There's the coloration that I got would be Poppy. There's Eva 01. Here, I'll pull on this. Poppy, Fury, and Max Tack. I'll just show you Poppy. There's also different blade styles. So Gumdrop, and they also changed the scales as well. Technic and Tactical. So that's that we will be going through. I do recommend that you check it out. So the full party pack would be $79, $50 without the full party pack, and the base only would be $40. So yeah, with that, let's go back to, here we go. Let's see. I got the blade. I do believe that this pops out and that you can, there we go. You can adjust the weights, which I think is really cool. Yeah, this has all the weights already inside. I think they're magnetic rods. So Switchcraft is also much more Googleable than Mall Metal, which I think is great. Righty. I will refer to the manual. I know that there's a video. The video let's see, H5. Oh, it's H5. Interesting. So, interesting here is that the caddy has a little screwdriver bit. Oh, it's already pre-installed. And it is, I guess, an H5. In the video, it says that you have to like push it in, but I guess he just saves you the trouble. Alrighty. Let's see. These do need to be popped out. So, there's a little divot here. Yeah, there we go. It's kind of hard to see in this lighting. There's a divot. So I'll just be poking it out. Oh, that came out really easy, actually. I was worried that it was going to be difficult. One on each side. Right. So yeah, this is a sandwich construction. So the thing about this is that as I'll explain as I assemble this, is that Kartifact is the original V1 Kartifact. It's technically a Balisong, but it's much more of a fidget toy sort of focus. As you can see with this big old ring, is that it's less about, you can't really do conventional tricks on it. Like I can chaplain. I'll show you what it looks like to chaplain on this. Like I can chaplain on this, but it's definitely much more about like having your finger in this ring, flicking it out, and like being able to do tricks like this. I will assess it based off of that capability, as well as does this work as a Balisong without the bells and whistles attached to it. Because I think it would be unfair to be like, blah, 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 like assessing things on its flippability without that. Okay, so I got those popped out. Da-da. Alrighty, we're gonna get the blade and some of these metal components. Right now, at least, like the presentation of everything is like really clean. Remember seeing this videos of this back on like on Instagram, like someone linked me because there was like the flute head. As you can see, this flute head exists. On the website, at least it used to say like, does the flute play? And they're like, technically yes, but it doesn't sound good. And I like that it was very forward about that, so I didn't feel like I was, you know, being lied to or anything. I see that this is a washerless design, and let's see. So hopefully that'll be fine. They have Zen pins in this. Like I was looking at the Switchcraft Pro and thinking like, wow, this actually looks much more like of a conventional design. So I was thinking like this looks like really promising. I think I'll just pour all the hardware out in this since it's like, dweep. Okay, there we go. Now I have to reach my fingers in here. This really tall Zen pin, I should say, not Zen nipple. Alrighty, get that pushed in. Alrighty, and then they have spacers. It did say make sure to have a certain direction facing out. A2 thin wall. Oh, A2 is the component. H3, so this is, okay, so all the pivots are the same. Ready? And then, going to put, interesting, it doesn't feel like it kind of skip a step, but it should be fine. I just need to put this here, here, and then get the pin lined up. Like the video does straight up have a timer. Like it looks like it's sped up, but it does have an RTA timer to show you like this is how long it takes to assemble this. So let's get this screw in here. And it does come with a bit holder, which actually, interestingly enough, does go into like the it becomes part of the Balisong, which I think is fascinating. So I'm gonna get this closed up, getting this screw closed up. Okay, and then it does say like it might be stiff. Just flick it until it's, oh yeah, it's straight up just like flick until it's like less stiff. I might need to futz about with that. So this ring, anyone that has a V1, you just, oh, that was really simple. All right, I'm excited to see that, but I will wait to assemble that. First, I will do the rest of the handles. Do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do. This is upside down. Okay, that's cool. That there is a distinct right side up. You can tell because of the Zen nipple. Zen pins. I keep saying Zen nipple. That's this part. Zen pin. Maybe I just am obsessed with nipples. Who's to say? Who's to say? Okay, that part looks correct. And it should be on this outer one here. They are mirrorable, which is nice. Pop this in here. Hello. And again, if you have any trouble reading the manual, there is a full video that shows you the assembly, which is nice that they include that. Also, the video is very well produced. And there is a trick video. So yeah, there's two videos. There's the assembly video and the trick video, because tricks on the Kartifact are in fact different from the standard Balisongs. However, I will assess it as both. It does come with an extra Zen pin and an extra sex bolt and an extra screw head. So there's one extra of each component, but if you lose multiple, it sucks. Honestly though, hopefully you won't. They're quite large components too. Like these screw heads, I'll show you real quick. Like these screw heads are like relatively sizable compared to like most knife Balisong hardware. And the Zen pin, if I never hold it up, like these are quite large pieces. Sex bolt. So hopefully you won't lose it as long as you keep control of it. And also, the caddy, which I will show off soon, is designed to hold spare hardware, which I think is hilarious and interesting. This here is the caddy, and you put the spare hardware in the caddy, and then you can screw the screwdriver, because it has like a screw, I don't know what they're called, groove lines, but you can just screw it in like this. It will. Alright, so yeah, you can hear that. So we'll see how that is. I'm going to keep this screwdriver out for now because I think I will need it. Because right now it's obviously going to be a little stiff. Because it is a washerless design. Fuck. So I will tweak it. It also, interestingly, has this up and down arrow on the spacers. Let's see if I can show that off. There we go. Yeah, up and down arrow. And so it's designed that you can push up and down to lock elements in, such as the ring. And the ring is... Where's the ring supposed to be? I think it's supposed to be on the safe side. Does that make sense? Let me check the ring on my other one. It doesn't matter. This one, so the flute head doesn't really have a safe side or a bite side. It's just a flute head. It is also said that you can have it in like higher and lower configurations. So like you slide these pieces up. And I'm just going to do with what's included in like the base version. And you just push up on the spacer like so. I think that's really cool. We'll see how effective that is. At least design-wise, this is really clever. And I really like how easy, and like it looks sleek. It has the brand name Switchcraft, as you can see, written across here on both sides. And you can just push it out to get different, what's it called? Different thingamajiggers. Ooh, this is, I guess that's the side. Alright, and then I'm gonna pop out these scales. Do I just, okay, dweep. Oh, weird. This is wild looking. Holy shit, okay. Okay, yeah, I don't really need to be gentle with this thing. And these, I think I just push them in. They, this this design is identical in terms of what the scales look like. Do I want it to look cooler closed? This is what it looks like closed so far, because I put companionage in. So I think I'll have it focus on closed. Oh, and it covers up the hardware too, for a more sleek look, I suppose. This one is, there we go. And you just push it in. There's nothing really fastening it, so it should be relatively easy to push out as well. I do want to say, like, one, as I have received this for free, I want to make it clear that, like, whatever impressions I get, I don't want it to be tainted by the fact that I did get it for free. I am very grateful, so thank you, Switchcraft, for this, because, like, I think this fucking looks cool as fuck. I think this looks cool and fun and really unique and original. This is definitely not something that is, like, oopsies, sort of in the same class as, like, I have with me here several other plastic Balisongs, so I will compare it. And this is almost definitely going to take multiple videos just because I'm going to assess how this feels both as a traditional flipper and its, like, own thing. Okay, push up on the rail here. There we go, push that in, and this way. I can also show off from my V1, oopsies, okay, well, now I learned that you can't have this up close like that. So, push this back down. Is there a picture of the full version assembled in here? Kinda. Let's see. Oh yeah. Okay. So yeah, the emphasis is on kind of. Doot. Push this up here. This is facing upward in the picture, and then push it up here. And now it looks like this open. As you can see, this is, like, intentional from my other one. Now I will say that I think, I don't remember if this came pre-assembled. Also, here's the other thing, is that, like, this one was like 80 bucks for the full thing with the bag of goodies, and then I have, like, found a configuration that I like. I also will mention that this has a battery that, like, you could use to vape, I guess. I don't really know. I don't have a vape pen. And I also will say that I flipped this enough that, and I would drop it, that it did crack. And I want to be very clear about that. And that this is the most expensive part to replace because it had a battery in it. But the Kartifact PRO does not have any electronic components. I'm just gonna move this off the side. It has my address on it. Let's see. So, wow. Okay. What I will say, this fucking ring here, that fucking flow, that feels so good. And it's quite hefty too. Okay, so I will weigh this, and yeah, as you can hear, there's the jingle of the hardware. Okay. So the Kartifact PRO, 4.87 ounces with the hardware in, and with the bits and bobs on the side. The V1 was 3.88. It's not a 1-for-1, as you can see, for several reasons. Oh yeah, I might as well go over some of the other things on the party pack. Like, there's, like, this spinning wheel, like, parts of it that shows that it's more of a fidget toy than a Balisong. But it's, you know, it is technically a Balisong. It's just not the same type. Like, there's, like, the scythe head that looks cool. This keychain. There's, like, so many random things. Actually, wait, is this one a USB? Yeah, this is a fucking USB. I have never plugged it in. So I don't know how much storage there is on it, or if there's anything already on it. There's also, like, keycap switches. The keycap switches are they white? I don't know. They feel like mechanical keycaps, but I don't see any color on them, so I'll say they're white. And get a little design here. I don't know if this skull is still on the other one. This one is just ridges. This one is pointy. So I don't know if I care as much about the pointiness, but it is fidgety. It's very, very fidgety. Yeah, back when this was small metal. So goes to show that I was an early adopter. Oopsies, I'll put these back away. So the components are interchangeable. They did say like some of them are compatible with the others, and he also like made several components like after I bought mine. So with the weight of the pieces and the fact that it has this ring, it actually does spin well without it being like a washer, washer design. Like I'm wondering, like I didn't screw it that tight. It almost definitely is fine because I have these scales covering it. But like just to see if the scales are. Oh, that was really easy to pop out. Yeah, okay. So that should be easy to fix at any given point. And you literally carry this on you with that. Had it facing this way, right? Okay, so right now I'm just like futzing around. The biggest thing is like it's with this ring primarily. So holy shit. I will admit that like I watched the video. But it feels more like you're a gunslinger than like being a Balisong flipper. And again, I am going to test how this flips without either of like any of these ridge parts. So yeah, we'll see how this feels. Currently with how my fingers line up, like using these two down here, it doesn't like quite feel as comfortable as my fingers go on this ridge part here. Like it lines up partially well. Also this middle one here, like this ring part here, I have a fat middle finger, I guess. I don't know. He also implied that there were other places, like other tricks that you can do with different placements of the ring in the video. But currently there's only the 2 videos. Very well, like what I will say, okay, so like my initial impressions is that the presentation of this all, the product of it, it's very well done. Aside from its Balisonginess, it is a very well made product. The components they feel good. I remember liking this one, and this part broke. I don't think it's going to be as big of a deal on this one, just with the construction of it all. Like you can see how thin the V1 is, whereas like the scales are much thicker. And it had to account for the battery. So I think the Pro, at least, I'm already pretty impressed with how the construction is. It is designed to be customizable and fuck-aroundable, so like there's not like a right way to assemble it in a sense, besides the base stuff of like the Zen pin placement and stuff like that. I think this rail system is really clever. How effective it is, we will find out as I fuck around more with this. But right now, like it does seem like a very effective, simple system that does not require disassembly. So you can just slide out components, as you see fit. You're like, if you got the big party pack version, you can be like, I want to fuck around with this other thing on the rail. Like, it's pretty straightforward. This interior metal ring adds so much. It really just makes it feel so loose and flowy. Loose in like the good sense of like it just feels like really flowy. Like this one here, there's no interior metal ring. It's still good. Like you just feel the friction, but like this one, it's so smooth. If you are interested in a Balisong trainer without having to learn how to flip a traditional Balisong, like here I have the Squiddy WH. Oops, that was the bite side. That doesn't matter because it's a safe Balisong. I have the palette, and I have the Cycloid HD. These are all like traditional Balisongs. There's no bells and whistles. They are customizable to a degree. So you can see with like the ball bearings, you can push them out. You can change colors. Palette has so many different colors. Also, I didn't realize just how like kind of ass heavy these handles were when I was first flipping. Not that it's bad. I'm just saying that it's like, oh, it's quite ass heavy handles. But like the design, once you get it, you don't really fuck around with it, but you can make a whole lot of designs. There's an insane amount of customizability with the Switchcraft Kartifact PRO. So that's cool. And I will, at some point, mess around. Should I do it now? Let's see. I suppose that... Let's see. Yeah, I might as well do it now. The video is running kind of long, so I'm going to splice this into a second part where I try to see if this flips like other plastic Balisongs, such as the Zippy Cycloid, the Palette, the Squiddy lineup, you know, all those ones. I've done a plastic Balisong tier list, but stay tuned for that. Like, comment, subscribe, click the bell. This next part will come up the next day, almost definitely, where you can see, does this flip like an actual Balisong without all the weird extra bits and bobs? So thanks, tune in. All the description stuff, links in the description. Thanks, see you tomorrow.